Hello, Rachel, and how are we doing today?
Oh, it's been a thing. It's been
It
it's been like 2 weeks, I think, since we did our last podcast.
we had we
Lots
had
been going on.
we had a lot of life going on. Some people went on vacation.
Some people did.
Wonder who that was. Uh, uh,
Oh, something just completely fell in the background.
uh,
Something fell.
it wasn't me yet. That was this morning. So before we go very far, we should say welcome to December 11th, 2025. Our number of broadcasts we've done in 2025. Rachel and I both tried to figure out how many we've done, and it's more than one. That's what
I
we can tell
can't
you.
figure it out. So we'll start with number one in 2026. Oh my God, in January.
That's how's it 2026?
I
Before
don't
we go,
know.
before we go very far, we should also say this is a podcast with our opinions, and only our opinions may not represent the opinions of those we may or may not be associated with. And we encourage you to seek other professional advice or our professional advice, as the case may be. And we are happy to help and direct you to someone who may have a better answer or a different answer than we. So, this is a way that we can talk about what we do and share some wealth of knowledge of what we do
Or
here
just
with,
or
with
just
Rachel and Miller. Yeah,
knowledge.
knowledge. Yeah, that's exactly right. Uh, Rachel, you just hit the nail on the head. We in the last 2 weeks we have been just craziness. I don't remember last Christmas holiday. Let me rephrase it. Last Christmas slash holiday season being so chaotic. Uh, it was definitely this has been chaotic.
In terms of business or personal or both?
More business. I haven't had time for personal. Uh, I I have been uh, exceptionally busy with this, that, and the other thing, all related to real estate. And some of the stuff I've been doing is not in Ridgecrest. It's 30 miles away in the town of Trona. So it's 30 minutes down there and hang out there for an hour or two, and then 30 minutes back. So it's been a lot, and I
You,
can't see
Mr.
the
Miller, fit a 30-hour day into a 24-hour day, or I don't know how you do it. You ever since I've known you though, you've been willing to drive the miles and go the extra mile, literally and figuratively. And I think I'm going to send you a Superman cape for Christmas.
promise.
Yes. Because you are in one place 1 minute and then another place the next, and you defy time and gravity.
Well, gravity still knows who I am because I find that out often. I was the other day. I was at a house and we had to redo the roof, and we used a
Did
white
you
foam
fall?
roof. What's that?
Did you fall?
When don't I fall? Um, I asked the guy who was doing the white foam roof if he can just spray me with that white foam. He's like, I could, but it would be really, really uncomfortable. I'm like, how uncomfortable?
How uncomfortable.
And I was like, that might work.
Yeah,
Uh,
but
there's one property that I've been trying to sell with another agent. I've been to the property 4 times, and I'm. It's weird. I've fallen 4 times at that property.
mm.
The last one was one of those slow falls. It's like, and I could not catch my. I like stepped in like mulch, so it's like my feet went out and I just slow fall,
Oh, Miller,
trying to grab onto. I'm like, I'm gonna fall.
I
Yeah.
need something.
Yes. This is not working. Uh, so Rachel, we talked earlier this week and this today about how we're keeping in touch with our clients, or how our clients are keeping in touch with us. I was on a coaching call this morning with one of my coaches, and I asked him a question, and the question was, "Do you feel that somebody should have a personal Facebook page and a business Facebook page?" And my answer is have both. And they can cross pollinate once in a while, but my personal Facebook page, they may not want to see about real estate. But if they do, they go, oh, it's cool, check what's going on over there. Uh, the coach was saying that he doesn't see the point, which I thought was interesting. Uh, I would only use the word all. Most of my clients and prospective clients are on my business page, but they're also probably on my personal page. So I keep in touch with people via socials. And something you do, which my hat is off for you, and it's amazing, is you guys go out and deliver uh, poinsettias, however you say it, poinsettia,
Poinsettias. So
poinsettias.
yes, and actually, the credit goes to Shane and to his mentor Nate, because that is something that they have been doing for over 20 years. And so Shane just got done delivering over the last 2 weeks, or 2 weeks and a day, almost 200 poinsettias personally. He covers a lot of ground. Another person who probably could use a cape during the last couple of weeks of December. I've picked up on that tradition. It is a nice tradition. I don't deliver that many. My database doesn't go that deep yet. But he's definitely dedicated to that tradition, and he's been delivering beautiful poinsettias to his clients over the last almost 2 decades, to the point where they look forward to the visit. They know what's coming. And it's just, a lot of them say this is a very important delivery. They're happy to see him. They're happy to get their plant. And it's just a nice way to touch bases with clients that we've done business with in the past, and also clients that we may not have done business with yet, but they're like our A+ clients. They're our sphere of influence. They're people who've been in touch with us, and we know maybe 6 months down the line, 8 months down the line, or the beginning of January, they're ready to buy or sell. So it's just a nice way to keep in touch and to show appreciation, to give back a little bit. It is a big time commitment for Shane. For me, it's not a little easier. Like I said, I think I delivered about 30. I still have a few more to go, and you got to be quick on these things, because you have all of these plants and you got to get them out. Like, you got to keep them alive and you got to get them out.
If there's
and
a
it's
point
hot here right now. It is 85 degrees. This is stupid. 85 degrees.
It's 68 degrees in the desert.
That sounds amazing.
Heck, I'm even wearing a long sleeve shirt.
The desert never really sounds amazing to me in the thick of the summer and the thick of the winter. No thanks. But right now, 67 sounds like a nice little holiday chill. That sounds good to me.
It's a balmy 60, now 67.
Balmy? What do you mean? Ew, I don't want that.
Yeah, well, there's no humidity here. It's a dry cold.
So it's dry.
Balmy is that a thing? Is that a thing?
Yeah, dry cold. Cold? Yeah, it's dry. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's a dry cold. Yeah, we'll go with that. Oh, Rachel, what do you think? You should, and I think you have both. You have a personal page and a business page.
I do, but you know what? The first brokerage I joined had a social media manager there, and that person kind of did some finagling with my social media. I can't really, I can't say that I understand what, and I can't say that I really like it, but I was told, and I think at that point, Facebook came out with a new law that you had to have a business page to promote business, and you had to keep your business separate from your personal. The Meta.
I think I heard like something. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember. And if somebody is listening to this at some point now or later, if you know about it, please message us and let us know. Educate us, please, because I am not educated in this. But I do have a personal and I do have a business. You're frozen again, Miller. With that said, everything I post goes on my personal.
So
I
you.
rarely go to my business page. Hi. Hello. There, I see you.
Hello.
So did you hear all of that, Miller?
Yeah, I did most of it. I was trying to figure out why, because I'm showing full barrage.
Tell them you're busy.
There.
So
I
anyway,
did. I said,
long story short, I do have a business Facebook page and a personal page, and I have Instagram, just one. So there's the answer.
and it's. I heard the other day that I'm going to say people I'll say my age. I'll keep you out of it. People my age are using Facebook, but those younger whippersnappers are using TikTok and Instagram more so than
More
Facebook.
TikTok now. I think we got to get onto the TikTok bandwagon finally. God, yeah. But you're right. Our generation is definitely more of the Facebook world. And going back to what your coach said, I can't say I completely disagree. And that's because when I think about what my mentors say is, we approach real estate as it's a personal relationship. It's a personal business versus just a transaction. So we focus a lot on the importance of the relationships. And so that goes hand in hand in sharing your personal life on your personal Facebook page, and also sharing your real estate knowledge and your achievements and tips of the trade and whatnot. I don't think it's a bad thing to have business and personal all on one page. I think it kind of helps keep everything in one place. But the only reason why I have two pages, like I mentioned, is because I was told you had to.
Right. And I have, for my cattle corn, I have Tutu's Catering. I have a separate page for that.
Sure.
And so I do cross-pollinate. So the people that I know are on my personal page, and it goes back and forth. But a lot of if it's a really amazingly cool new trick or something I've found out about, I'll put it on both. I started to do this yesterday. I don't think I ever finished it, but we had the Fed who dropped interest rates a quarter point yesterday, and there are some people like, yes, everything's going to go down. I'm like, yeah, not really. And that's a misconception about how interest rates work.
We were just talking about this as well.
I'll be the first to say that prior to getting into real estate, I'm like, oh, of course, everything's going to go down. It will trickle down to it at some point, but we're not going to see COVID numbers anytime soon. Knock on wood.
And we never really want to ever again.
No, that was no joy. Mm-hmm. It was great when we're getting a house,
but it meant other really bad things are happening, and it also created it created a stagnant market, because, as we've mentioned 100 times on this podcast this past year, is that those interest rates have locked up the housing market. People don't want to move and lose those mortgages. We don't blame them.
Right. When you have an interest rate of 2.1%, you're like, I'm not touching that.
Staying. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, goodbye. I'm not moving. I have had a lot of people in the last, I'm going to say 6 people reach out on email saying that they're being transferred. And what was interesting to me is it wasn't so much in Ridgecrest. It was in California City, Palmdale, Lancaster, Mojave, and had 2
from Simi Valley. When you say being transferred, do you mean that their mortgage is being bought by another company?
Thank you for making me clarify that. No, their companies are moving. So
their companies are transferring.
Right. So now they have to leave. The people in Simi, I was one of the pharmacy companies over there in Thousand Oaks that they're moving to Texas, apparently.
Pharmacy company in Thousand Oaks? You're not talking about Amgen.
I actually didn't ask what company it was, but they're moving some of their staff to Texas. And these people,
Whoa, we need to find out.
well, I know that happened like 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago. That the people that contacted me were like, yeah, we're at, they said the company, I didn't remember what they said, and we have to move. I'm like, okay, well, let's see what we can do. And then, of course, being in a military town up here in Ridgecrest, we have people, it's called PCSing, and it's not personal communication service. Uh, uh, that it's their transfer orders to another area. We have a lot of that happening still. A lot of people still PCSing, which means they go from Washington to California or Fresno to over here, or Nellis to China Lake. So there's a lot of military transfers happening.
So let me ask you a question, Scott, going back to how we keep in touch with past clients, potential clients. Mm-hmm. Do you have, I'm saying this knowing the answer, do you have a system in place that keeps you on track with your personal touches and your marketing pieces? And how do you keep track of keeping in contact?
I am not amazing at it. I do have a system that I can employ to do it for me. I like personal connection, and I'll call somebody out of the blue, which still freaks people out. Hey, how you doing? It's Scott. What do you need? Nothing. I'm just calling to say hi. But I do have a CRM, a customer relationship system that management system. Thank you. That I can plug in, and it will send holiday greetings to people, and it's all about AI. And I know how much you love my new AI on my phone that I'm going to modify when I'm off the phone. You're the fourth person today that said, I just hung up. It didn't sound like you. Well, of course not. I did have my voice, and someone said, sounded like you, but not you. The CRM is all about AI, and it will track to see what's going on. Now, I am using, do I want to say that? Yeah. There's a system I'm using now with a company that I'm able to put email addresses of my people in my CRM, my customer relationship manager, into the system, and they will see my smiling face on their websites when they're going around, like CNN or Golf Digest or Fox News.
So you have a little personal pop-up advertisement. You stalker, you.
I think I put it on yours too, just
but very cool.
It keeps it from a I can't think of the word.
It's top of mind.
It's top of mind. Mm-hmm. And I have a number of properties that someone could say, ooh, that looks really fun. I just got a listing for 4 pieces of land that I have no use for. But there are people who'd be, oh, I'm all about that. I want that. One of them is right where that plane punched out the other day in Trona. So it's, answer your question is yes. Am I amazing at it? I am not. And that's one of my goals in January. Let me rephrase it. That's what I'm going to do in January. I'm going to fix that problem. I do have a lot of people in my CRM.
You do, but it's not even so much because I have a lot of people in my CRM too, but it's not so much about trying to touch every single one of them. Like I have, we have different levels, if you will, or tiers of clients. What about specifically the ones that you have specifically done business with this year? Oh. Okay.
Went down the wrong pipe when I drank that.
Oh boy.
Personal. I'll send out a personal text and or email, and just touch base with them.
Yeah.
I there's a lot of people that make phone calls to their past clients. I That's not my DNA. Is I don't like someone who I don't talk to on a regular basis. Just hey, calling me up out of the blue. Like I'm gonna say, we get calls all day long from people who are trying to sell us something for real estate. Drives me nuts. Some of them I feel like I have a relationship with now because they call me all the time. Uh, so I
Oh,
try
then
to.
that's right. My point. You just proved my point, Mr. Miller. You just said it.
Damn it!
And now our podcast today is now over. It's like you just said it.
Look, I'm wearing a llama.
Don't try and change the subject. The spotlight is so on you right now.
Look how red my face is.
You are so busted.
I am. Yeah.
You just proved my point.
Yes.
So
I did.
moving on.
Yeah, thank you. Can you move on, please? That spotlight's hot. Watch it, or I'll.
Those are important relationships because you want them to look back to you. You want them to refer you, right?
Right. So when they, yeah,
So
I
there
do.
you go.
Yeah, yeah. So
You don't know what I said.
yeah, this is where.
That's right. Busted. Completely busted.
Yeah, Realtor.com is blowing up my phone today. They want me to go spend $1 gazillion on advertising with them.
It is very hard that you bring that segues into another little thing. As real estate agents, we've talked about in the past, there are a gazillion ways to do one thing in this industry. And it's very and technology and AI and everything's moving at such a fast pace. What we were using in the beginning of this year is probably going to be like lightning speed, better technology tomorrow. So we kind of, we get into these systems and we get everything kind of set and going, and we're taking all this time to learn them because it does take time. These platforms take time, and to just have one and become proficient at one is a full-time job in and of itself, especially if you're not super techie. And then you've got it, and now AI is coming in and changing everything. And there's one platform after another. This one costs this much. This one costs that much. This one does this. This one does this and more. It is so incredibly, it could be daunting as an agent to try and figure out. Some agents, I feel like I am kind of like somewhere in the middle. I'm sticking with the old school stuff. I write handwritten notes. I give phone calls. I'm sending out little recipe calendars to my farms for the holidays. I'm leaving door hangers in my community.
Is it a pumpkin farm?
No, it is not. No, and it does not smell like pumpkin. No. We need to get a picture of that building. Nobody knows what we're talking about right now. All the people that are listening. But so I'm kind of in the middle, and partly because that's good, staying traditional while everyone else is falling into the technological whirl of things. I think staying traditional is really what's going to make some agents stand out, because you're not doing all the other fancy stuff that everybody else is doing. And the other part of it too is I kind of get intimidated by some of that technology at times, and I have a little aversion to it. So I know you want to say something.
I was just going to say,
part of me is like, okay, one of my goals for next year, my first 12-week year goal in January, is to overcome some of that technology paralysis. But I don't ever think I'm going to be an agent that really leans into technology 100%. Go.
Okay. I lean in 98% into technology.
I know.
And it drives a lot of my friends in real estate bonkers especially when there's a weird voice answering my phone. They're like, "Who's this?"
You had a female answering your phone. I'm
Yeah,
like,
and
something
Scott
happened
Scott
between
hired a
yesterday and
secretary. Like, who's that?
today.
I I don't know if you've ever watched him, but Ryan Serhant out of New York. Uh, the guy's I love watching his show, and he had a sign in the back of during one of his interviews, and it said, "Old school real estate will never die," and it's true. What you just mentioned a moment ago is writing the postcards, writing the letters, doing the drop bys. It's never going to die. Uh, with technology, there's other ways to simplify that. However, doing that is still, in my opinion, super important. Who doesn't like getting a personal letter in the mail in this day and age of day and age of technology? When you get an email, it's like, what do I have? 8,000 emails today. But I walk out to my mailbox, I'm like, oh,
It has changed so much. Like just the whole thing has switched. I can't get through all my emails. I'm not interested in it. But remember when emails were new? We're like, ooh, email, ooh, email,
you've
and we
got mail.
poo pooed the snail mail. Now it's the mailbox. I think is more powerful. I honestly do.
I just sent out uh, I think it's about 450 postcards,
Okay, so you did do that.
and I did it via technology. That
Okay.
I wrote it out, and then it looks similar to handwriting. It's not, but it looks similar to it. Uh, and it says, "Hey, I just did this, this, and this, and let's see what we can do for you."
And what platform did you use to create that?
IO. It's called.
Was it something that you have through Epic or something that you use outside of Epic?
It's outside of Epic, but it can't. I found it through Epic, and now I'm gonna have to look it up because I can't remember what it's called. It is not where I want to see that. It's I'm not finding it. Uh, I want to say it's cards.io,
Okay.
and it's pretty cool. I was able to go in and do it around the houses and properties that I've sold. Uh,
And were you able to mail it out and ship it out directly from the website?
yes, and it went out first class mail, and it cost me 68 cents a letter
Okay.
for a
And
postcard.
you did about 400 of them, you say?
Yeah, and 68 cents a card.
Uh-huh.
And you can actually do a full letter, but this is just a postcard, and it has a QR code on it. So on the QR code, that thank you COVID-19 became very popular, and most people know how to do those.
So not bad because that was about $280. So was that with postage?
Yes, that's shipped, licked, and stamped, and on its way.
I
Uh,
like it. That's a good price point.
yeah, and it's not handwritten, and I'm the first, and I will say, getting something handwritten is huge.
But the handwritten stuff is more, I save that more for like the two tiers in my CRM. The other stuff like what you're talking about, the people that are like more in your farm, but you haven't had like a, hey, I might want to buy, or hey, thanks for doing business.
Right.
So, there's different levels and different tiers in your CRM for your marketing purposes.
Right.
So I'm going to have you share that link with me later because I'm curious.
Thanks.io. That's what it's thanks.
Thanks.
I'll find it and I'll send it
Okay.
to you. I'll put it in the show notes too.
Okay, sounds good. We're
And
running into 30 minutes here, Mr. Miller.
I noticed that. So are you in town next Thursday?
I am.
So we will be here
We will.
next Thursday. I will be here. I will be here. So with that, as always, guys, you can reach Rachel at
Rachel@gratishomes.com is my email, and rachelmoreno.gratishomes.com is my website.
there you go. And you can reach me at Scott Miller at epique.me or homeswithscottkmiller.com. And as always, if you have questions, concerns, emotional outbursts, feel free to put them in the notes here. I mean, we're on Facebook and LinkedIn and YouTube right now live. So feel free to leave us notes there, and we'll happily respond to those. And if you'd like to be a guest on the show, love to have
Love
you.
guests.
Love to have you. So with that, I will say I can't find the thing. Yeah, I'll say au revoir, and don't hang up. And we will talk to everybody very soon. Take care, everybody.
Bye. Been one person watching?